Yeah, thank you, everyone. Very happy to be here. Thank you, Matt and Jason, for inviting me again to speak at one of your events. Very humbled to be here. So today we're going to talk about launching. And I was starting to work on this presentation maybe a few months ago, and almost every day I had to make changes because Amazon keeps making changes on us when it comes to launching new products. So what I'm going to share with you today is what is working for me. Okay, it's not what is working for everyone, and I'm sure all of you launched at least one product because you are here in the growth with me. So you probably launched it in a different way. Maybe you didn't even do a launch, right? You just started PPC, got some reviews, and kicked off. But I'm going to share with you everything that is working for me right now. Also, the way we're going to do this lecture is a bit differently than most lectures, because usually when you come and hear a talk, you get like one concept from it, and that's it. What I wanted to do today is bring as much value to you guys as I can. So I'm just going to give a lot of tips on launching that you probably didn't hear before, and at the end I'm going to show some examples with some screenshots of launches that we did, and hopefully you will benefit from that. So I started selling on Amazon 2015, did the SM4. Anyone from SM4? Yeah, we are all butters. Good. So SM4, that's when I started. And right now I have 4 brands that I'm running. I have 7 employees in the Philippines. Almost everything is automated now. So I'm kind of stepping out of the business, you can say, but I'm still very much involved in which products to launch, how to launch them, which product to select, and so on. Now, when it comes to the products that we are launching, so for the big guys in the room, I can say that I kind of step out of products that are like sell 25 units a day or like reach 10,000 a month, things like that. We don't do that anymore. What we do now is we go after bigger fish because we have the money to invest in products that will hopefully do 50K a month. Okay, those are the products we are going after. So bigger fish, and it sounds like it's going to need a massive giveaway or something like that, but it actually doesn't. You can actually find very good products that will generate a lot of revenue for you and still launch them easily with giving away a few units per day, and it still works. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. And for those of you who are lower level, if you want to launch 5, 10K products, it's the same process that I'm going to share. It's not different. I would just say one thing. Launching a 50K a month product is exactly the same as launching 10 products for 5K a month each. The only difference is the amount of effort I'm going to put in those products, because I need to still do images, listings, everything just 10 times instead of just one time for a 50K product. So that is why we are going after bigger fish, launching about 1 product per month. So not a lot of products, but we just go after bigger fish these days. So there are a lot of launching challenges, we can call them. I listed a few here. So how many units to order in the first shipment? How many units should we give away? Which services or tools are still safe to do those giveaways with? Which keyword should you target? How many keywords should you get? And how to get the initial reviews. So I'm going to cover all of these today. I understand I have like 5 hours, so we're going to do everything. And at the end of this, I'm going to show you some examples. Okay? So I have 45 minutes to cover all of this with you today. So before I talk about the first one, which is how many units to bring in the first shipment, I want to talk about a concept I call buffer time. So buffer time is very, very important, and most sellers ignore it for some reason or calculate it in a weird way. So let me explain what this is. Buffer time is equal to the number of days from the moment the stock arrives until you place your next order. Okay, so let's say the goods arrive to Amazon right now. How many days do I have until I place my next shipment? So if buffer time is 0, that means that as soon as the goods arrive to Amazon, I immediately place my next order. Now, I don't want to do that, right? I want to see if the product is successful. I want to validate the product before doing this. So buffer time 30, for example, that means that as soon as the product got to Amazon, now I have 30 days before placing my next order. Okay? So the question is, what buffer time should we have, right? For the first shipment, this is what I suggest. I suggest the buffer time to be equal your lead time. Lead time is basically production plus shipping. Because if you do it this way, this will give you enough time to actually validate the product. A lot of people get stuck in, should I bring more units? Should I give up on this product? What should I do? If you have enough buffer, and you're going to see that in one of the examples I have at the end, you're going to know if you're good, and you'll have enough time to do that. The buffer time can also be lowered or negative as you increase in sales and as the product is stabilized. For example, let's say we have a product, we bring a shipment every 2 weeks to Amazon. We ship a full container every 2 weeks to Amazon. So we always have something in production, something in the ocean, something selling in Amazon. So in that case, the buffer time is actually negative because we start production before it even arrives to Amazon. And that's okay. That's okay to have. But when you start, you really want to have a long buffer time to give yourself a chance to succeed. So how many units should we order? Based on this buffer time, what should we do exactly when we place a new order for a new product? So this is the formula, okay? You're going to see, again, an example of this right in the end of this slide, so don't worry about trying to figure this out. But estimated units sold times the lead time plus buffer time, which are the same, plus units for the giveaway that you're going to do when you launch the product. This is also something a lot of people ignore, how many units they plan to give away, and you need to take that into consideration when you launch a new product. So for example, you estimate you will sell 20 units a day on average, so less than 20 at the beginning, more than 20 towards the end of the first inventory. And you also plan to give away 200 units for a discount or free. I'm going to explain how to reach that number, how to figure out that number in a few more slides. So this is just an example. And production time, let's say in this case, 30 units production time plus 40 days shipping time, so 70 days of lead time total. So buffer time is going to be the same. Like I said, buffer time equals lead time equals 70 days in this case. So the total is 140 days, 20 units per day, extra 200 units for the giveaway. So if I put that into the formula, this gives me a total of 3,000 units to order. Now what I can say, this might sound like a high number if I intend to sell only 20 units per day on average, but what's going on is you have to give yourself a chance to actually succeed and make sales. Which keyword to target? So you want to make a list of long-tail keywords. You can use any tool for this, any tool that you want for this. 3 or 5 words each, with at least 500 search volume for each of those keywords. What I'm trying to come up with now is which keywords I want to target when I launch, with a super URL, with a search trend buy in ManyChat. I'm trying to figure out which keywords I want to target first when I launch, and this is very important that you do. So you want to make like a big list of keywords. Second thing, you want to make sure all the results for those keywords on Amazon are your main competitors. So when you type it in the search, everything that you see is your direct competitors. We target 3 long-tail keywords, and that includes the main keywords within them. So actually, I have some examples. So you want to make sure those keywords appear as a whole in your listing as well. So whatever phrase you're using, you want to have that entire phrase in your listing, not just the words in random places. You actually want to have that entire phrase because that actually improves your relevancy score, and you really want to have it as a whole in your listing. Also, we also target different short-tail keywords within those long-tail keywords. So let's look at a few examples. So let's say I'm launching a silicone spatula, okay? So I can have a word like red silicone spatula set. So that has the word silicone spatula in it, okay? Another keyword in the same launch can be rubber spatula heat resistant. So rubber spatula is the main word in this case, is the main short-tail word that I'm focusing on, but it's a long-tail keyword that I'm focused on. And the third one is, let's say, silicone kitchen spatula. So kitchen spatula is the main word, and as you can see, I'm using 3 different short-tail keywords. I don't want to have silicone spatula 3 times in the short-tail keywords I'm focusing on. I want to have a lot of keywords within those 3 long-tail keywords. I didn't even check, but you just also want to make sure these keywords are also over 500 search volume in results. The bottom line is that you will rank for a few long-tail keywords, which will affect all of the keywords. Now, another important thing, obviously, when we launch, because you will find a lot of keywords like this, right? You can build a very long list, find a lot of keywords, but one of the most important things is to know if those keywords are actually converting well, which is very hard to figure out. Anyone wants to shout out how I can figure out conversion rate? Anyone? PPC, no? Anyone? Before I launch, I want to see which keyword to target. Okay, perfect. It's good that I'm here. Okay. So, Brandonlytics. So, Mike touched on this morning, but Brandonlytics is a very, very good tool to have for the Amazon search terms. So that's what I'm going to cover. I just want to give you like a quick background about this. You obviously need to be brand registered. For those who are not brand registered, you should try and get a friend from here who is, and just get access to their account. You like user permissions, get access, because to use this, you just need access to a Brandonlytics account. Doesn't matter which account it is, you can do this from any account. So to go in, you just go to Reports, Brandonlytics, and then you will see this screen. And what I'm going to cover today is just the Amazon search terms. So demographics, item comparison, there are a lot of stuff you can do with that data, but when it comes to launching, this is what you want to focus on, Amazon search terms. So you have two options. When it comes to Amazon search terms, you can either enter an ASIN or enter a search term. It looks like this. And when you type in a search term, it will just give you all the long-tail search terms in the top 1,000,000 search results on Amazon. When you type in an ASIN, it will find all of the search terms where that ASIN is one of the top 3 ASINs with the top clicks. So when you type in an ASIN, it's kind of like all the tools what they do with reverse ASIN, but this is actual data that you get from inside of Amazon. So this is how it looks like. So you get some results. You can see the search terms here. This is when I open this on the weekly results. This is this week specifically. And then you see all of the search terms. They are ranked from 1 to 1,000,000. So if it says 1 on the search frequency rank, that is actually the top search keyword. Wireless earbuds is the top search keyword on Amazon in this date range. Now, there are two very important things to really understand, and that's what I'm going to explain right now, is the click share and the conversion share. So the click share is the percentage of clicks from the total clicks of that search term. So let's say the wireless earbuds, you can see it's getting 3.12% of click share. So let's say this keyword has 1,000,000 searches, okay? Now, let's say only 900,000 people clicked on a product. We don't know, right, how many people actually clicked on a product. Let's assume 900,000 actually clicked on a product. So another 100,000 maybe just went on the first page, didn't see what they want, just typed in another term. Maybe some people went to page 2, 3, 4, 5, and didn't do anything and just didn't go into any products. So the click share is from those 900,000. It's not from the 1,000,000. Okay, it's from the total clicks, how many actually clicked on this specific ASIN. And also we have conversion share. So the conversion share that you see here, this is not from the clicks, this is from the total conversion. So if you go back to this example, 1,000,000 searches, 900,000 clicked on a product, let's say only 200 units were sold on that search term, so this percentage is from that 200,000. Okay, it's from the total conversions of that search term. So if you see 0.0, this is kind of weird, right? So it's getting 3.12% of the clicks, but 0.00 of the conversions. Now, I don't think this is manipulation or anything. I just think this is actually 0.009 or something like that. So they're actually getting a lot of sales because this is a big keyword here, and this is why this is happening. AirPods, for example, is the 4th most searched term on Amazon, and it's the Apple AirPods. Here you can see it's the original product. So it's getting 25% of the clicks and 57% of the total conversions for this term. And again, 25 clicks is from the total clicks, and conversions from the total conversions. Okay? So now that we know this, how can we use this information when we look for the keywords? So let me show you an example. Let's say I'm launching this product, double electric breast pump. Okay? I have a big choice of keywords I can choose when it comes to launching this product. So let's say if I type in breast pump, it has all of these searches. So a lot of searches per month. But I have this keyword, double electric breast pump, that has a lot fewer searches, right, per month. If I type in breast pump, these are the results that I see. Okay, this is like the first page on Amazon. These are the results I see. Now, if you remember, I told you before, I want to see only relevant products when I type in the search term. And in this case, all of these products are not relevant. They are not the product I'm launching. I'm launching a double electric breast pump in this case. Now, when I type in double electric breast pump, these are the results. Okay, so all of these products are relevant to what I'm launching. Now, after you do this, after you check all of these products are relevant, you want to go ahead and run this word in Brandonlytics, because when you type this term in, when I type in these two terms, so breast pump, this is what I see. And you can see I see three, I just put in the number of the search volume here, and also I added the total conversion share. So the total here is just this 13 plus 7 plus 8, okay, for the top 3 ASINs for this term. Now, so this means, what this means is when someone types in breast pump, the products they actually buy, the products they purchase, this is not add to cart, this is actual purchase of the product, 30% of those are the top 3 click products. And those products, a lot of times, are super, super competitive products, obviously. So if I even try to rank breast pump and even get to the top 3 keywords, I'm only going to get 30% of the conversions and competing with some of the biggest brands on Amazon when it comes to breast pumps. So this is not a very good keyword to target. But if I target double electric breast pump, I also have that keyword here anyway, right? So I'm going to rank for it anyway. So I better rank something like this instead of this. So what happens is you can see it has a lot less searches, like I mentioned, but the conversion rate is 52%. So when going after a keyword, I suggest going for at least 50% conversion rate for the top 3 ASINs, because if you can get to those places, you will also rank for the product. Now, one thing to remember, those 3 top products are not the 3 top click products. I mean, are not the top 3 organic search results. Those are the overall top 3 click products. They can also be in the sponsored ads. They can be in the headline ads. They can be anywhere. As long as they type in that word, those are the top 3 click products. A lot of times, those top 3 products are not the top 3 in the organic results. They can be 1, 2, and 5, for example, or sponsored ads and somewhere else. And another thing I like seeing is someone like this that only has 8 reviews and is already ranked all the way to the top. This means this is possible. You also see some other ones that are like on page 1, things like that. So that's a good thing. That means that keyword shouldn't be that difficult to rank as long as you are very relevant for this term, like in this specific case. One more example with this. So if I type in breast pump in Brandonlytics, I will get this result, which gives me a lot of long tail keywords. So something like breast pump bra hands-free has a lot of searches. Again, this is not searches per month. This is the search rank. So you actually need to put it in a tool to figure out how many searches this gets per month, but it's a lot of searches. Okay, so something like this keyword so what this tool does, Brandonlytics can help you find those long tail keywords that you're looking for, and you obviously want to check the conversion rate on each of those, but this can really help you out to figure out those keywords you want to target first. So how many units should we give away? So we talked about how many units to order, which keyword to target, how many units should we give away? So I think that all of the tools these days, I don't want to name names or anything, but I think all of the tools are not accurate from at least the tests that we run. Like how many to give away, how many to give per month, because most of them base it only on search volume. Now, search volume is not enough, because some keywords, as you saw, have higher conversions than others. Some get more click-through rate than others. So it's very difficult to just base it on search volume, because breast pump probably needs a lot more than just double electric breast pump, and it doesn't have anything to do with the search volume. So since we are targeting long tail keywords, we do not need to do a lot of giveaways. So you want to start with 3 or 5 units per day for 7 days. This is what we do, okay? We don't do anything crazy. We don't give hundreds of units a day. Small like new accounts these days, we all know they get suspended for like sales velocity if it's too high, things like that. So Amazon really wants to see sustainability over time instead of just a massive launch. They won't rank you anymore. And even if they do, even if you reach page 1 for some reason, position 1, you're going to lose that position immediately if you don't keep your sales going. So we start with a very small number per day, per keyword for 7 days. We track our daily movement. You can use any tool you want for this to track your daily movement in keyword ranking. In case there is no movement, what we do, we either change the keyword or double the quantity. So let's say I'm starting a giveaway. I give 5 units a day for red silicon spatula set. I'm not seeing any movement in rank. After, let's say, 5, 6, 7 days, I will either switch that keyword or just double the quantity. If I saw some movement, we usually just double the quantity for another 7 days. So again, we target 3 keywords, and this can get to anywhere from 70 units to 300 units total. We usually are around 200 units total for every new product. And I remind you, we are going after very competitive products or after a big fish that will generate a lot of revenues. And again, from all the tests that we run, you do not need to give a lot of units away. So bottom line is you want to start small and increase as you go. Increase that quantity as you go if you need to. If not, just stop. If you see that you are already ranked, getting a lot of organic sales, and we reach that point of, in that example, remember I said, I want to sell 20 units a day. If you sell 20 units a day organically already, that means we need to order more stock and just stop that giveaway that we are doing, okay? So how much discount should you give? So this is talked about in all the forums that I see, all the Facebook groups. Can you still give 100% off? Should you give 60, 80%? What's a verified review? What's a non-verified review? So I think that what matters now is your customer. What I mean by that is I do not know, but I believe that Amazon now ranks every single customer based on their purchases. So let's say if the same customers used the same coupon codes, if the same customers left reviews for the same products, if the same customers bought the same product with let's say even 10% off coupon code. I believe Amazon sees all of that and tracks all of that. So you either have low quality customers or high quality customers. Low quality customers are basically customers that are buying a lot of freebie products, okay? Using a lot of coupons, buying a lot of freebie products, posting a lot of reviews. Those are low quality customers. High quality customers are like your audience, people that you target yourself or people that buy for a full price. Those are high quality customers. So if I target high quality customers, I still give 100% off. I have old money off coupons, and I can still give 100% off, 99% off, and the reviews those people leave actually stick. Yeah, they are not verified, but they do stick on the listing 100% of the time, from my experience, as long as you also do it, not go crazy. You don't want to give dozens or hundreds of units a day, just do a few per day, and you'll be fine, as long as you also do some other things at the same time. Low quality customers, so I recommend only giving them things like full rebates and no discounts. And again, I think full rebates are okay, as long as you do it a few per day and not going too crazy with anything. I do not recommend any type of services that do massive giveaways for a lot of people. Again, I don't believe that's working to rank products anymore. So we divide the launch by using rebates, Instagram and Facebook. For rebates, we just use rebatekey.com, for those who know it. And Facebook is something that I am going to show you what we do to get some reviews going, and that's actually very good for all the new people here, because anyone can do it. You don't even need to have many chats installed. Anyone can do it with a very simple Facebook ad. So again, the bottom line, everything is okay as long as you do it a few units per day for a long period of time. And this is what Amazon wants. Amazon wants to see consistency over time. Sometimes we do it for 7 days because we already start selling organically, sometimes 14 days, sometimes it takes us a month, okay, to start seeing things moving forward in ranking. So that's another reason to have a longer buffer time, because you want to make sure you have enough stock to actually test new products and give them a chance. So what tools are safe to use when launching? So again, I do not recommend any of the services that provide high discounts for a big audience that purchases a lot of free or discounted items. I do not recommend giving hundreds or thousands of units in a short period of time. And this is something that you can still do. I know a lot of people in the room do that, and this is fine. It's still safe, okay? And it might be safe for a long time. I just think that you should have other strategies in place in case something changes. Because obviously, if Amazon knows that we do this, they're not gonna like it, I think. So we need to have some backup plans in case something will change, but right now it's still safe. I do recommend lowering your price and offering it for full price to your audience. So let's say I'm launching a $30 product, I can move it down to $10, offer it to my audience, or leave it at $30, offer them another product for free. I can do anything I want as long as they buy it full price. Those are very high quality purchases from real customers. Another thing you can do is use rebate key again. Because these are low quality customers, you do not want to ask them for a review. When we launch, we focus on two things. One is ranking the keywords, and the second one is reviews. So some tools you can do both, some tools you can do just for ranking, some just for reviews. I suggest using rebate key only for ranking, and do not ask for a review, not even a single review, because that can even get your listing blocked for new reviews. So you don't want to do any reviews from low quality customers. I also recommend giving a few units away. Again, for even 100% off through Facebook, you can also use PayPal rebates if you feel comfortable with that. Whatever option you want to do is okay, as long as you keep it to a minimum and do full rebates or anything else, PPC, anything else that you do at the same time is okay. Also, this is after testing a lot of new products and everything. I do not recommend going over 15% of new reviews. This is only when launching. Afterwards, you don't want to go above 7%, and not more than 10 reviews per week if possible. Okay, like 1, 2 reviews per day is okay. Anything over that, you can get blocked for leaving reviews. So how to get the initial reviews? So obviously, I know a lot of you get some unverified reviews. This is what I do. I just call some friends, my family, to just do not even buy the product, just to leave me 5 stars. The reason I do that is because I just want to have that 5-star badge, like just 5 stars, next to my product as soon as I launch. Those reviews might get deleted after a while. I don't really care. I just want to have them until I get some organic reviews or real reviews coming in. So I just want to have them as soon as possible, even if they don't stick because they never purchased the product. That's okay. If you can have some people buy your products for full price, pay them back, that's even better. But you at least want to have, as soon as you launch, on the day that you launch, get some purchases or some reviews coming in immediately. Next is obviously the early review program. Get those 5 reviews in. I just wish Amazon changed that from 5 to 500. Hopefully it will happen, because I think this is a really good program, and it's a shame it's not expanded more than that. And lastly, you want to use Eureka Launch. Anyone using this? Yeah, just a name I came up with. So this is what we use for Facebook, okay? So again, anyone can do this in the room, okay? Anyone can use this strategy. So these are the steps. First step, you want to find a product that has very good sales. So in your category, BSR 500 or less, this product needs to have a high ticket price, okay? $100 even to $300, I would say, of a selling price on Amazon. It can even be sold by Amazon. Doesn't need to be an FBA, sold by FBA product. It can even be sold by Amazon. The product is a complementary product to what you are launching. So let's say I'm launching weights, like weights for the gym. This is a good example of a product. Okay? So this product is ranked 196 in sports and outdoors, almost 6,000 reviews, $120. And also another important point is you don't want it to be a gift. You want it to be a product that the people who are going to opt in on this ad are going to want it for themselves. Okay? So another example is the sewing machine. So I assume people who buy this are going to want it for themselves, and it's not really a gift for someone who is doing arts and crafts, because you need to know what you're doing. Rated 54 in arts and crafts. We do a giveaway of 1 product for a month, and we run a Facebook ad of $5 per day. The targeting that we do is we target people who like Amazon.com, and if you have a target audience in the US, great. If you don't worry about it. If it's like supplements, maybe target everyone. If it's like a sport items, you can obviously target people who do sports, or arts and crafts, target those people, that's fine. So whenever someone opts in, so the ad will look something like this, just an image. Over here we put like giveaway, the word giveaway. Over here we'll have like the Prime logo on the bottom. And here we will just say something like comment below. Also text on the image itself. So when someone opts in, And again, if you don't know how to do ManyChat, just try this without ManyChat. Okay? If you do know how to do ManyChat, great. You can kind of automate the process, but don't worry about it if you don't know. So when someone opts in, we let them know that at the end of the month, we will announce a winner by commenting on the post. We also message them directly. We actually choose a winner. Okay? We don't cheat or anything. We actually select a winner, and when someone wins, I just ship them the product myself from my Amazon account. We also tell them, so let's say someone opted in, we say, hey, by the way, we're just going to let you know by this date if you won or didn't win. By the way, we just launched a new product. We just launched these weights. Are you interested in a free set? Or are you interested in it for $2 or whatever? Or do you want to get, like, you want to buy it now and get a full PayPal rebate? So that's the process. You're going to get a lot of people opting in, hundreds of people opting into your ad, and then you basically want to give them a free unit or whatever it is you're launching later. If they accept, you provide them with a coupon code and search find buy. Now, for the big sellers, this is my biggest tip for you in this presentation. It's like this on purpose, so people who read the slides won't figure out it's such a big tip, okay? But basically, instead of doing search find buy, instead of telling people go to search for silicone spatula, go to page 10, or go through the pages, look for this main image, it's very difficult for them to do. A lot of people just give up at some point. Amazon changed something, I think about a year ago, when it comes to brand, the whole brand registry. When someone looks for a brand, Amazon kind of ignores that keyword. So let's say my brand is amazing. Let's say that's the brand, and I'm launching a silicone spatula, and I want to rank for silicone spatula. I'm going to tell the customers in the messenger, I'm going to tell them just type in amazing silicone spatula in the search bar, and we show them like a screenshot of that search bar of Amazon. They type it in, and we also show them a picture of the main product, so the main image of the product that they are looking for. So as soon as they type that in, they're going to see that product, first one or second or third or whatever, but at least they don't need to go through any of the pages. And that actually gives us a very big boost for the keyword, and Amazon just ignores that brand name these days. Okay, and that works amazingly well. So in case they get the product, in case they bought the product, you want to follow up a week later asking for a review. A week later, you could just ask, hey, did you get a chance to buy the product? If they say yes, you just follow up asking for a review. That review, and again, in case you don't know how to use any messenger bots, you can do this manually. It's not a big deal. Bottom line, this is a cheap way to get to give away a lot of units to high-quality customers. Those are people that do not buy a lot of cheap stuff. They just are your target audience. It's your target. They buy your products, and you can get reviews this way as well. So you can also get ranked and get reviews. And also, the reviews are not verified. If you do it this way, if you do PayPal rebates, it's obviously verified as well. But the reviews will not be verified, but they will stick, from my experience, because those are high-quality customers. So, time for my examples. So I'm going to show you some screenshots and everything of some examples of launches we did, and hopefully it will help you to understand kind of how we launch products based on everything that I just shared with you. So first example, we ordered 4,000 units from this one product. It's a full container. $397 landed cost per unit, so about $16,000 investment. Amazon fees are 4.71. It's just over 0.75 pounds, so that's why we pay the higher fee. We actually got it lowered afterwards by removing some items, and it went down to $3.19. But anyway, 4.71. Starting seller price is $10. Very good product. I make a lot of money on Amazon. Yeah, and the target price is only $14.95. So we always start with a lower price when we launch. The reason it's like this, the reason we start very low, so the competitors in this case are all selling for around $10, but actually went to China and found a much better model that already exists but doesn't exist in Amazon yet. So I just brought that model into the US and thought I could sell it for $14.95. Again, ordered 4,000 units total. This is what happened. So this is seller legend. For those who don't know, brief explanation. Whenever the green or the red is above the blue, I'm losing money. So each column is a different day. I launched this on September last year. Each column is a different day. These are the first 2 months of this product going live. So I finished Rebate Key, Facebook, Instagram, everything. I finished it all here. Only 8 days after we launched. We also raised the price from $10 to $11.95. We actually waited a bit So all of these here, this is all organic sales, and we are losing money every single day. Okay, you have to be patient. What we are waiting for is to see if we are ranking for the keywords. As soon as we saw a big jump in ranking, then we knew we can actually start raising the price. A lot of times when we raise the price, a lot of you know, you sell more. Now you have to test to see if it's going to happen, but we raised the price, we actually started selling more than before. All at mid-November, we started breaking even. This was the first day when we actually broke even. When that blue is right on the red, that's when we started breaking even. Made $12,000 in revenue, negative profit of $1,600, and it's actually $2,600 if you include rebate key in it. So, sold about 1,000 units so far. So again, I have 4,000 units. What do you all think? Anyone think this is a good product? Amazing, good. Yeah, no one raised their hands. Okay, so I thought this is a really, really good product at this point. And at this point, I placed another order for a full container. The reason I did that is because I was very positive. We sold 35, 40 units per day in $11.95. So I knew this can be a very profitable product already. This is what happened next for January 12 to March 12. Raised the price to $14.95 a bit before this, and then to $16.95 because we saw we were going to run out of stock. We ran out of stock here for about a week. So we had a long buffer time, ship it by sea, again the second time. We still run out of stock sometimes, but let's say a week is the most we run out of stock for these days. When we got back to stock, we lowered the price back to $14.95. This is very important. For those of you who raise the price before running out of stock, as soon as you come back to stock, lower the price again. Because you lost rank, you just want to lower the price back down immediately. So total, in this period of time, made $5,000 in profit, over $100 per day when in stock. This is the entire time period of this product until I came here, until like June 10th, I think. So made $100,000 in revenue, $17,000 in profit, which is not that much. But recently it's about 20% profit. And it took longer. So the entire launch, you can call it, until we started being profitable, took longer. But it took us only 7 days to start seeing like real stuff happening when it comes to sales coming in. Even if we are losing money, it doesn't really matter. I just want to win the long term, okay? And right now, we are making about $120 profit per day. Now, I mentioned I want to reach 50K a month products, right? This is not the profit I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for 500 or 1,000 profit per day. So what am I doing here? So this takes me to my next example, which we launched another color variation of this product. Because we saw this is successful, so we just launched it again on the same listing, so we don't need to do anything. We just put it up there, didn't do anything. Same price, right? Only invested $1,400 because we just want to test. So even if we run out of stock, we don't really care. We just want to test this new variation. Amazon fees are the same. Started selling price at $14.95. So you can see that we didn't invest anything in PPC, so no red. And this is like the entire stock. We sold out in under 2 months. ROI is over 100%, making about $4.6 in profit, and there is no PPC. So we started selling, we started putting this up there. The reason we didn't start PPC is only because we didn't have enough stock. So we saw like 8, 10 sales coming every day for this new variation. That's why we didn't even start doing PPC. So this could probably alone do $150 profit per day. So the plan with this is to bring another variation in the next shipment. And also, I believe this product with its variations can probably do anywhere from $500 to $1,000 profit per day if we give it some time. Last example. So this is a more expensive product. We bought less units. So I don't really care about the price of the products. We have products selling for $10, and we have products selling for $100. I only care about the revenue and how much profit I make per day as the bottom line. So price is $25.71, landed cost, we invested $22,000. Amazon fees are $4.71, it's like a small electronic item that we launched. Started selling price was $69.95, and the goal was $89.95 for this product, so more expensive. This is what happened when we launched. So you can see it's already profitable. We also did rebate and everything, but already profitable. We launched it February 23rd of this year. Did rebate key for 2 weeks. We also did Eureka launch, which didn't really work in this case because I think this is a more expensive item. And the product we chose for the Eureka launch wasn't really good, so that's why it didn't really work in this case. But we finished everything here. Basically, Eureka launch continued for a bit more, but basically we finished rebate key here. And we only have a few reviews by the end of this period of time. This is until March. We only had a few reviews, and it was already selling very well. So already profitable in this case. Some days are over $200 profit per day. And yeah, made $59,000 in revenue, made about $16,000 in profit. ROI is 80%. This is the entire period of time. Until we ran out, it's already actually back in stock now. And also raised the price to $79.95. And last week here, we had days that we did over $400 profit per day with this one product, which is amazing, obviously. So it's expensive and very competitive product, but again, our target is over $1,000 profit per day, and we think we can do that if we add like 2 more variations, either color, size, shapes, whatever, of this product. And yeah, I also want to raise the price even higher. We don't have a lot of reviews, only 30 reviews on this product, and it's enough to sell this much. So final points. You want to give yourself a chance, okay? You want to order enough stock when you launch a new product. You want to start with a lower price. Don't, and wait, okay? Don't increase it after 3 days of the launch. The whole point is ranking for those keywords, getting those reviews, and then you can raise your price. But until then, you want to stay below the market price. You also want to launch products that are more of the same. So when you hit something good, a lot of you are, I'm sure, had the first product that was a good product. The second product, you launch a completely different product. Don't do that. Launch another version of that product that, when I say the same version, that can be just different, like the same keywords, but like a different product. If I launch a $10 yoga mat, I can launch tomorrow a $40 yoga mat from a different material, but I already kind of know all of the keywords. I can take those from the PPC. I know everything about that product, so I just launch another version of that product. When launching a new product, you just want to focus on ranking, even if you lose money for a while. I don't care if I even lose money for 3 months, 6 months. I don't really care. I just want to win the long term. After you're ranked, you want to optimize for maximum daily profit. And also, you want to launch 5-star products. What I mean by that, everything that changed in the past 2 years with reviews, everything that changed is just that we can't launch shit products anymore. Amazon just wants to have high-quality products on the platform. So if you have anything, this electronic product, the only thing we cared about, as soon as we plug it in, it turns on and it works, and there is no installation needed or anything like complex like that. That's the only thing we cared about. So launch 5-star products that you won't go down, let's say, less than 4.5, even 2 years, 3 years from now. You also want to launch the best products and listings of your competitors. You can't settle for mediocrity or anything like that. And finally, I would say launch to win. You just want to win in Amazon. If you want to win, this is the way to do it. So thank you, everyone. Yeah.